claircognizance. This is clear knowing. For those of you who have clear knowing, you will have buckets of information just come in. It seems that you just know that, something is to be true when you ask the question, or you're seeking guidance, or you just get a hunch that something is about to happen. Now, when we're working with our sessions and you ask a clear question to consciousness about when something occurred, you may just get this deep knowing of when it occurred. And you could then confirm, my consciousness, what I'm thinking right now, is that 100% true? And you would, get a yes or a no. I like to double check when I have claircognizance come in. And sometimes I will sit for a while in meditation, listening, feeling, knowing. And when I feel like it's complete, I'll say, am I complete? Yes. Okay, my consciousness, was that 100% true? And I may get a no. Was it, the first half true that I was getting? Yes. Was the second half true? No. And what I find that is that it seems that because of the different levels of mind and awareness and aspects of self, that if I get a bucket of knowing and let's say the first half was true, then I may start to think about it deeper at a different level of my consciousness. Let's say, if my soul was telling me this is what is occurring, and then all of a sudden my ego starts to examine what I'm hearing or what I know to be true. And that can happen in the direct opposite as well. It could get the first half is not true of what I just felt or heard or know, and the second half is true. So, that would kind of be the opposite. Like my lower mind starts to think something, but then my higher mind jumps in and gives me that clear knowing. So for those of you who already have this skill, this is going to make a lot of sense to you. And for those of you who are seeking claircognizance, you can sit and meditate and just allow that deep knowing to come in and begin to practice this. And if it's not there yet, know that when the time is right, when the stabilization of the higher mind, and I find that the higher energy centers stabilize, claircognizance comes in. And with that said, as I say that, there's also a deep embodiment that will happen, that when you come out of fear and you come into love and you allow yourself just to know and trust that what's coming in is there for a reason. It could be there because it wants to be examined so that you don't have a fear anymore. It could be something that's aligned to occur or wisdom to know, so that by knowing it in that now, you have an opportunity to upgrade it. So just because this knowing comes in of, let's say, an event, when we are working with the quantum, a finite conception point that would cause an event can be instantly upgraded by gathering the information of why it even showed itself, what that knowing was about. You can attune to the highest ascended timeline where that actualizes at its highest ability or highest vibration. And that is that variation of frequency that a finite conception point ripples out and creates an infinite amount of higher realities, lower realities, and the same similar types of frequency realities. So it's a wonderful skill to receive the information that's coming in, not to push it away, but to, with hand to heart, know that if it's coming to you, then there's a reason. If it's coming to you and it's in front of you, within you, why? You've obviously resonated with that for it to exist. Now again, you are here to evolve, so you may be calling for it to evolve. But it'll require you to pick up and look at what's coming in and understand it. Where did this conceive itself? Why? How was I resonant with what I'm getting this clear knowing about? Can I adjust it? Would it benefit all involved? If it's going to benefit, you could meditate on that higher reality. If it's meant to come in exactly how it's coming in for you to grow or someone else to grow, then we witness. We become the witness, both in the receiving of the claircognizant wisdom that comes in, and then possibly later in that, future parallel now when it occurs, so that growth can happen and hearts can open and forgiveness can be brought forth. Okay, so let's go on to the next.